In this video, we'll investigate something many of us suspect exists, the mysterious healing power of cats. Just look at how they virally dominate social media. We're drawn to their energy in a weird way. However, is there any evidence to support the idea that cats are good for our health? Do cat owners live longer than non-cat owners, for instance? Do you have a cat? Should you get one if not? What does science have to say about our furry friends? Let's start in England, where researchers at Cornwall College Newquay Centre for Applied Zoology found that cat owners were likely to experience a drop in blood pressure and a lowering of their heart rate after spending 10 minutes or so with their cat. The results were more significant when a person had a personal connection with that cat, rather than spending time with a cat they did not know quite so well. So, why would this be happening? Well, to help us illuminate further, let's bring in my old friend Eckhart Tolle, who once famously said this: "I have lived with many Zen masters, all of them cats." It's one of my favourite quotes. What Eckhart alludes to here is the calm, almost meditative quality cats seem to possess. Most cats, provided a cat is not being antagonised in any way, you'll generally find them deeply aware and revelling in the pure bliss of being. And for a person in close proximity to a happy cat, both mind and body will become influenced by this calming cat-like energy, which brings us deeply into the present moment. In New Zealand, a groundbreaking study was published called the Felis purr, a healing mechanism. 44 types of cat were recorded as they purred. Domestic cats were found to have purr frequencies in both the 50 and 25 Hz ranges, which just happen to be the most effective low frequencies for promoting bone growth and repair. And the same purr had a strong harmonic in the 2 Hz frequency bracket. Now, if you've ever been to the physio and had a TENS unit placed upon you, you might know that 2 Hz is the frequency considered best for reducing pain. In fact, I use this frequency a lot in my clinic. The researchers left it there, not wanting to make any suggestions. But the next time you're in pain, and there's a cat around, perhaps I'll just leave it with you. Always be careful with handling cats and be sure not to annoy them. The big question is this: do cat owners live longer? And for that, we travel to the USA, where the Journal of Vascular and Interventional Neurology published a 20-year study of over 2,400 cat owners, finding them to be significantly less at risk of dying from heart disease, including stroke and heart attacks, when compared to non-cat owners. Significantly less. So given that heart disease is the biggest cause of death in the US and much of the world, I think it's safe to say that within the scope of this 20-year study, the cat owners did live longer than the non-cat owners. As always though, we need bigger, more well-funded studies. But consider this: by far, the greatest healing potential cats have upon us are their psychological influence. A sense of companionship and friendship can lift one's psycho-emotional state of being. Now, given the strong correlations between happiness and health, it's hardly surprising that people who perceive a friendship with their cats derive a sense of well-being from them. Also, as we're the ones looking after them, we become endowed with a sense of responsibility and purpose. And purpose is a critical factor in human health, particularly in later years. So if your health or state of mind could use a bit of a change, and you're not allergic to fur, always check that first. Consider if a cat might be right.